Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. We are going to do a color in chat out of this book that was just sent to me by Prachi Dewan Sachdeva. And I just did a flip through of this book and hopefully I'll remember to upload it right before this color in chat, so you will have seen that video before this one. So I did color a couple out of this book already. I did show them in that flip through. I love these books. This is her second book. The first one was Cute Little Bugs. I'll link both those books down below in the description. This is the first picture, and I colored this with the Spectrum Noir Illustrator markers. And the second one. So we're going to go on to the third one. So get our cardstock in here. Now, as you can see, I am not at my normal desk. We'll get into that in a little bit. So let's start with number one, which is brown. Now, again, I'm coloring these with my Spectrum Noir Illustrator markers. That is TN8. And as we're coloring, I'll give you the latest updates. Let's zoom in a little. Don't want to zoom in too much because I'm in unfamiliar surroundings and I may get off camera too easily. Not sure how long this color in chat will be. Still a little busy around here, but it's getting much better. It's starting to simmer down a little. So before I get into all of that, how are you guys? I hope everybody is staying safe out there. Besides the corona virus, you know, we've had all those awful fires out west. I hope everybody is safe from those. And, you know, we've had a number of hurricanes, and, I mean, it's just been kind of nasty out there, hasn't it? So, we did move into my daughter's house here. It may seem a little bit more echoey than previous videos. I am in her dining room, and it's a very large dining room. And I do have the overhead light on as well as my two lights up here. So hopefully you'll be able to see okay. When I look at it on screen, it seems to be okay. So yeah, we did our temporary move last Saturday, and it was a flippin' nightmare. But then moving always is, isn't it? And I'm sure pretty much everybody has moved at least once sometime in their life. And yeah, moving is never fun. I rented us the largest U-Haul truck they have. I think it was 24 feet or something like that. And you were supposed to be able to fit a 3 to 4 bedroom house in that truck. Oh, that is so funny. I thought, oh my gosh, yeah, our stuff should easily be able to fit on that. Oh my God, what a joke. We had almost 2 of those full, plus Bob had to come back and get a trailer full of his stuff yet, and he has it stored out by a friend of his. And as you know, because as I was packing the house up, because of having to move twice, once here to my daughter Tanya's, who is my oldest daughter. It's not the mom of the grandkids that I babysit, but my oldest daughter had to determine, okay, what are we going to need for like 3 weeks at Tanya's? And what aren't we going to need? So as I'm packing everything up, if I figured we would need it at Tanya's, I would put a T on the box. Well, of course, not everything went in boxes, you know. You couldn't fit everything in boxes. And I was just everywhere, you know, and they're all asking me, Lisa, where does this go? Lisa, where is this going to Tanya's? Is this going to storage? You know, if it wasn't in a specific box that was marked. Well, I was busy helping to carry out and stuff too, so I wasn't always available. So yeah, of course, there was a bunch of stuff taken to storage that should have been brought here. Bob's dresser was taken to storage. My little 3-drawer little plastic bin thingy that I have sitting next to me on the end table got taken to storage, and I definitely needed that. It had all my stuff in. It had my glasses in. It had a lot of stuff in. So Bob did manage to find that in storage for me. Yay! There were a few other things that went in storage that shouldn't have, you know, and it's not anybody's fault. They didn't know. I guess, you know, if it didn't have a T on it, you know, and like I said, if it's not boxed up and didn't have anything on it, because the stuff that was going into storage, I, you know, just left marked as kitchen or, you know, whatever. But all is good. There were a few things yet that we wish we could find, but must be buried. So yeah, the storage unit filled up really fast. Of course, not everything fit there either, and we're like, oh my God, where are we gonna go with this stuff? So I knew that his family had a great big 3-car garage. You know, they call it the shed. I apologize, I'm shaky today, so. So I said, well, couldn't we store some stuff out by your family? And so he thought about that, and he's like, yeah, I don't know why not. You know, it's only going to be for a few weeks. And so he gave them a call, and yeah. So by that time, it was already really getting late, and we had a lot of people helping us move, bless them. I'm just going to stop with the browns here so we can go on to a different color. There. We'll leave that there. I'll leave the brown out. Do we have any 2s? Don't see any. There's a lot of browns though. So that's why I thought, let's go on to something else. Don't see any 3s, 4s. Oh, let's go on to 5, which is an orange, OR1. So, yeah, we were kind of caught between a rock and a hard place there, and everybody had to kind of leave. And, you know, I said, that's fine. I said, you know, thank you so much for all the help, you know, already that you gave us. Got all the heavy stuff moved, including my big honking desk. I don't know how they did it, and I was busy doing other things. I didn't even see them get it out. But, so I don't know how many guys it took. Because they had to carry it they had to go through the patio door in the back of the house, and of course the big truck was out front. So they had to carry it all the way from the back of the house, around the garage, out to the front of the house. I have no idea how they did that. No idea, but it's out at the storage unit. And yeah, so then all we had left, Bob and I on our own, was the second load on the truck. And we took that out to his family's. And his brothers so nicely helped us unload all of that and get it into their garage there. So bless them too. It was none of the real heavy stuff, you know. Moved all the, well, my bed went into storage too, because I figured for 3 weeks I don't need a dresser or a bed, you know. Would have had to move that up these steps, and this is an old house, and they're old wooden creaky steps that are steep. And I said, no. I says, I don't need my bed for 3 weeks. I like sleeping in my recliner anyhow. So I have a laundry basket with my clothes in and my hamper. I just have some clothes in there that I figure I would need for 3 weeks. Some warm clothes, some cool, if it manages to warm up. Don't think I'll be needing my shorts. But yeah, so got that all done. But during the week last week, every night we were running back to the house, finishing up some stuff because I wanted it, you know, of course, really nice and clean for them. So I steam cleaned carpets Monday night. I didn't get back home because, of course, I couldn't go there and do anything until the kids were picked up. So every night I just met Heather at my house rather than her coming here to Edgar. So that saved her some time. Because where I am now is like 10 minutes farther out from Wausau. So she has to come even farther than she already does. Oh, we do have some 4s up here. Okay. So yeah, went and steam cleaned Monday, went back, vacuumed it all up on Tuesday, and I did something else. Bob helped me with washing the windows. I already had the fridge all scrubbed out, but I still needed to do the stove and the oven. I mean, nothing was super dirty because I'd really scrubbed everything up not that long ago, but, you know, wanted to wash out all the cabinets and make sure the bathrooms are all clean. All that good fun stuff. So between Tuesday and Wednesday, we got that all done. Thursday, I wanted to go back and mow my beautiful lawn one last time and say goodbye to my house, because then closing was yesterday on Friday. So Thursday was the last day the house was mine. So yeah, it was sad being there Thursday. I loved my house. I loved my backyard. I ain't gonna have much of a backyard now. Well, actually, I have no backyard really at all. I have kind of a side yard that is all fenced in. And it'll be nice for the kids. There's a nice swing set that is staying, you know, with a sandbox underneath, and a nice slide, couple swings. So kids will really enjoy that. But yeah, not much lawn, and the lawn that's there is not good. Bob's throwing a fit because I want to get True Green in and do weed and feed. And I used to have them come at my other house so that I had a gorgeous lawn. And they're not that terribly expensive, but he thinks it's a waste of money. So I'll have to talk him into that one yet. Ain't gonna do anything this year yet anymore. I'll wait till spring. There is a fall treatment that should be done, but I'm not pushing my luck right now. He's been really, really stressed out too, and Bob does not get crabby too often, but yeah, he's been kind of cranky lately. Well, we all kind of have. We've all been so stressed. My daughter too, trying to get her other house that they bought. It's an old farmhouse that they're fixing up. So they had to get it fixed up enough where they could move their stuff out of here, or at least enough of it so that we could move in. So yeah, just the day before we moved in, so last Friday, they were still moving some stuff out. But they do have the kitchen, the dining room, and the living room all cleared out. And yeah, this dining room is huge. It's bigger than the living room, which is right next door here. And there is a bedroom down here, but that is my son-in-law's office, and they did not manage to get that cleaned out. So Bob could not have that as a bedroom down here. But they have a huge, well, I shouldn't say huge, but a relatively big utility room. And they did take their washer and dryer with. So that was pretty much empty. I mean, Tanya still has a bunch of her stuff in there, you know. But it was good enough to fit Bob's bed in there and his dresser and whatnot. So he is sleeping right off the kitchen here, which I don't like because there's no door on there. So, of course, he goes to bed early because he gets up and is out the door by 3:30 in the morning. And Miss Lisa is a night owl. So the refrigerator is right on the other side of the wall by its head. So anytime I go in there for a soda or a midnight snack, I'm so afraid I'm waking him up. But thank heavens he is a very sound sleeper. Okay, did I hit all the fives? No. I always miss something. So yeah, he says no, he doesn't hear me. And then he's always afraid of waking me up when he gets up in the morning to eat breakfast and whatnot. Because, of course, I'm sleeping in the living room. Well, the kitchen is a couple rooms over. I don't hear him at all. And I'm not a real deep sleeper. But yeah, he doesn't wake me up at all. So let's go on to that red, do that number 4. Alrighty. 4s. Might have to change the color that I picked for this, because on the back, excuse me, that is the color red. And I think the red that I picked out is real dark and really on the orange kind, you know, the orangey side. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to pick out a different red. But of course, I don't have my color charts here. I know. For Lisa, that is a sin. Heaven only knows where they are. They're packed away somewhere. There was something else too that I'm like, oh my gosh, I need that, and I have no idea where it would be packed away. Yeah, what was I looking for? I can't remember. I do not know, but yeah, it's like, ugh. I am missing a couple Copics too, and I think it's Copic colors for the Color Questopia books, and I think I had put them on the side last time I was coloring out of the Color Questopia books, and they were starting to run a little dry. So I think I put them on the side to fill. Yeah, I have no idea where they went. I am assuming they ended up, because I think I had them on the table, the dining room table. So when I packed the table up, maybe I threw them in I have 2 cabinets for all my coloring stuff, or carts, I should say. And maybe that got thrown in there. I don't know. It's probably going to take me a year to find them. Okay, I think that's all the 4s. Ooh, I think we can see something here already. All right, so that was 5s. We do have some 6s. That's yellow, CT4. Alrighty, so yeah, that was kind of the scenario from last weekend. Yeah, still missing some things. But like I said, eventually we'll find them. Bob said, "This is entirely too much crap. Got to get rid of some stuff." I said, "Yeah, I thought I did when I cleaned this whole house out last summer. Spent all summer going through this house and cleaning and tossing, and well, then it must be all my stuff." I said, "Well," I was going to say, if the shoe fits. No, I wouldn't have said that. I know there are some more things that I can toss too. I have so much Christmas stuff that I don't put up anymore. So I'm just going to put them maybe on Craigslist or something for free, or if it's something that's not necessarily really good yet, I'm just going to toss. So, or donate it to Goodwill if it's good yet. I don't know. I know they like taking seasonal things in, so I think that's one of the things I'm going to go through first. And then, yeah, if I end up donating them to Goodwill, I want to get them over there right away. I have some Halloween things, too, so. Okay, I think we got another somebody up here now. Any more 6s? Don't think so. Okay, so. 7s. Oh, here's some more 6s down here. And I think that's all the 6s, so I think we'll go ahead and do those too. So yeah, we're getting settled in here at Tanya's, getting a kind of a new routine going. Bob has to leave a little bit earlier for work because we're a little bit farther out. Like I said, house closing was yesterday. Had another hiccup there, which I am still not real happy about. But I won't even go into that. Needless to say, we're not going to have enough for the down payment for the new house. So we're not going to be able to put 20% down, which is what you need in order to not have to pay mortgage insurance premium. And I know many of you know what that is, and maybe some of you don't. But if you don't have 20% down payment on your house, you have to pay this mortgage insurance premium. There's a whole formula that they use to figure out what your mortgage insurance premium will be each month. If we can come up with, what was it, like $5,000 some dollars cash yet, our mortgage insurance premium will only be $59 a month. Otherwise, it would be $101 or something like that a month. So Bob has that in savings, so we're going to do that. But yeah, it's just been one thing after another after another. 6, 7, 8. Just quick glancing around here. 9. I thought I seen some 9s. Nope, 10s. 10s are blues. Of course we would have blues. So, number 10 blue is TD5. I should remember that one. I have that out enough. I did bring my Copic refills and my Spectrum Noir refills just in case. Yes, they are a must. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I have my dental surgery this Wednesday. That's another few $1,000s there because, of course, dental insurance ain't going to cover it at that dentist. It's always something. Always something. So, yeah, as a reminder, I probably will not be doing videos next weekend either. So I figured I better get some recorded for you guys this weekend. It's probably my only chance for a few weeks because then the weekend after that, we move into our new house. Oh, I can't wait. It's just been such a long time coming. Oh my gosh. You have no idea. And the appraiser did the appraisal on that house almost 2 weeks ago. It'll be 2 weeks on Monday. They're supposed to have the appraisal report in 3 days. Yes, 3 days. It has been almost 2 weeks. It's like, come on. Because then that goes back to underwriting, who does the more in-depth look at your finances, credit, report and all that stuff before they make the final determination about whether you're approved for the mortgage or not. Typically, that doesn't take underwriting too long, but they are swamped right now. Everybody's refinancing because of the historic low interest rates. Which is ironic because when I bought my last house, it was the same thing. Everybody was refinancing because the interest rates were really low at that time too. And I had gotten an FHA loan last time, so it really took forever. I think it was over a month before I got that through. So it was, yeah. But we've been waiting for 2 weeks for just the appraisal report. So yeah. And we want to be moving in a couple weeks. They sure cut these close. And technically our closing date was the 28th. I don't know if I mentioned this before. But that's a Monday, which means we wouldn't be able to move till that weekend, which runs into October, which means another month of renting. I don't know if Tanya and her husband would charge us for another month or not. I mean, we would want to give them something. But we'd have to pay for another month at the storage unit. And so we are pushing for closing on the 25th. And my lender, my contact there, thinks that that is still doable. So I'm having all the utilities. Well, of course, I had them all shut off at the other house effective Friday. And then I am having the utilities turned on in the new house on the 25th. So, fingers crossed. And I want to reserve the U-Haul again. And I don't know if I should do that now or not. Because I guess these U-Haul trucks are in huge demand right now. Everybody's moving. I don't know what it is about fall, but so it wouldn't be good if we were unable to get that big truck again, because heaven knows we're gonna need it. Normally you rent that truck for 10 hours. Just for the heck of it, I thought, nah, let's just, because Bob had made a comment, 10 hours. So I thought, okay, I'll rent it for 12. So we had gotten it from 8 to 8. You know, we barely made it back by 8 o'clock that night with that thing. It was unreal. That's how long of a day we had. Because, yeah, we were up like at, well, I was up like at 5:30. But we were kind of getting going and getting things out by like, I don't know, 6:30 or so. And yeah, didn't get settled back in here till, oh gosh, probably 9:30 that night. And we still had stuff to arrange. And oh my God, it was a very long day. And then all the running last week yet. Oh. So needless to say, Bob and I are both kind of fried. Now had some more bad news. It's like, oh my gosh, it's just one thing after another. The appliances that I want. Because there's electric stove over there, and it's a very nice electric stove. I cannot stand electric stoves. That's not what I grew up with. And when I turn on a stove, I expect heat. And when I turn off a burner, I expect it to go away. So, yeah, that's why I like gas. And so we're going to have the gas line brought up into the kitchen. And then there was no refrigerator there. So they must have bought, you know, a nice one or something and took it with them. So we had to buy stove and refrigerator. Well, I was going to get them through Best Buy. I did a bunch of research. And the ones that I wanted, I had picked out. They were available at Best Buy. The next time I looked, the refrigerator could not be, oh, them are 19s. Shoot, them are grays. I do that all the time. Couldn't be delivered in our area. I'm like, what? It was just available, both the fridge and the stove. Then the next time I look, the stove was not available for delivery in this area either. I'm like, what? I mean, the stove itself was still available. It just couldn't be delivered to Marathon. And I'm like, I don't understand. So then I did more research, and another big furniture and appliance store near us in Wausau also carried both of them. And I thought, oh, good. Called them up. They were both out of stock. Wouldn't get them back into stock till the end of October into November. Yeah, it's a little long to go without a stove or a fridge, especially the fridge. So it's like, okay, now did some more searching, and I found this really neat website called build.com, and they have just about anything and everything that you could possibly want for your house. Appliances, furniture, lighting, you name it, they have it. And very reasonable prices. The refrigerator cost $150 less than what it did here in town. And the stove was $100 less. And it's free shipping. And yeah, free shipping over, I forgot what it was, but yeah. My order was way above the minimum, so that was no worry. However, theirs aren't necessarily in stock, but they can get them from the warehouse. You know, so the place itself doesn't have them, but they're in the warehouse. Well, that's going to take, I forgot how long. To get them from the warehouse to the shipper, it's going to take quite a while. And then it takes like 3 to 5 days to actually ship. Long story short, we won't be getting the stove until right after we move in. I think if we move in on the Saturday, I think it's going to be like Monday or Tuesday. And I thought, oh, that'll be perfect timing. You know, that would be great. But the refrigerator won't be there till the following week. So it's like, what are we going to do? I mean, like I said, you could do without a stove if you actually, you know, absolutely had to. We have a pizza oven, we have a microwave, we would survive. There's always drive-through. So one way or another, we would survive. But what do you do without a fridge? So I'm going to have to ask my daughter if we could leave some of our refrigerated goods here and then just take with us what we absolutely had to have, like, you know, milk and bottled water and soda, of course. Lisa wouldn't survive without her soda. And so I'm trying to rack my brain as to how we could keep cold the stuff that we absolutely had to have. And I'm Googling and found out you can actually put dry ice in a cooler. Did you know that? And that most Walmarts carry dry ice? I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. Then Bob had this brilliant idea. He says, well, why not just go on a Craigslist and buy like a mini fridge? I'm like, oh my gosh, you're a genius. He found, and it's sitting right here. I unplugged it because it makes quite a hum. And I think it would have been kind of noisy while I recorded right here. We had nowhere else to go with it but up on the table here. So Levi can't get it, and you're not bending way over every time you want to get a water out or soda or something, because we're still gonna, even though we don't need to right now, it'll keep the, you know, that stuff out of the other fridge and, you know, just give us more room for other things. Anyhow, so yeah, Bob found this one on Craigslist for 50 bucks. Wasn't too terribly far from here. A little bit of a drive, but it was only 2 years old. It was an older lady that had purchased it for her when her grandkids came, for them to put soda and water in. She says it was probably only opened maybe a few times a week. And now they bought I guess it's a bigger mini fridge type thing. I don't know. So yeah, this thing is almost like brand new for 50 bucks. And my gosh, the things you can fit in this thing. It's huge inside. I mean, my son had a mini fridge when he was in college that I had bought for him. And it must have been, I don't know, obviously smaller cubic size than what this thing is. Because, yeah, this thing is, wow, you can fit a lot in there. So that's going to come in handy. And, yeah, talk to Tanya to see if we could just leave our other perishables here for a little bit. Seeing as how, you know, they're not living here and they're going to be eventually selling the house, but Nobody's going to be, oh, dang it, there's a 12. That's supposed to be light blue. Lisa, pay attention. So nobody will be in the house. So we're hoping she's not going to mind. Give them a little bit more rent or something. Help them out a little too. They're sticking everything they have into the new house, but until they sell this house, they're, you know, kind of on 2 mortgages, so it's kind of financially stressful for them too. So it's kind of nice that rather than the house sitting empty and stuff, we can pay them a little something something while we're here. So it kind of helps us both out. We have a roof over our heads, and even though it is only part of the house, because they're both pack rats, let me tell you. Yeah, they're 2 peas in a pod, I'll tell you. But yeah, most important parts that we need, they got cleaned out. So yeah, life has been interesting, as you can imagine. Again, this may be a very boring color and chat for some of you, but this has been my life right now, so I guess that's, you know, that's what a color and chat is for. You talk about what's going on in your life, right? And I guess that's about all I have to say on that. Other than we can't wait to move into our new house, just get settled and have life calm down a little bit. I'm going to go on to a new color. This will probably be the last color before I end this, because I got a lot of flip-throughs and reviews to do yet. So, let's see, we have, I don't see any 11s. I do see some 12s, which is the light blue. Maybe it was IB2. IB2. Okay, so I've been getting, I have to really apologize to everybody. I am, oh gosh, I am probably a month behind on answering any comments that you guys have been leaving on videos. Oh, I feel so bad. By the time evening has been coming, I have just been so burnt out and fried. All I want to do is sit down, color for a little bit, and go to sleep. So I have not gotten around to answering any of the comments, so I do apologize. I am not ignoring my wonderful subscribers, so please don't think that I am. And I know I also have a number of emails out there I have to respond to where you're asking for color charts or my Prismacolor combinations. I am going to try to get to them shortly also. Just not enough time in the day, especially on the weekend, you know, when I don't have the little ones, time just flies. And I'm sure those of you that work outside the home, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The time on the weekend is like double time what it is during the week. So, with having to take time off next week because of my dental surgery on Wednesday, I feel so bad because I just had to have 2 days off that Heather had to take off of work too, because I took the Friday before moving off and the Monday after, which Was okay because it was Labor Day this past Monday. So everybody had it off anyhow. So she only had to take the one day off. So that was the good thing. So I really don't want to ask for next Friday off. So I'm going to try to get things packed up even with the little ones here, because I'm not going to have near the amount to, you know, pack up this time. Just stuff that's here at Tanya's. And so I figure I can pack up a lot of that on Thursday and then just pack up the remainder on Friday. We shouldn't need too much between Friday night and Saturday morning. So go pick up the truck again at like 8, so we'll have to leave here about 7:30. And then, yeah, hopefully have everything ready to go. Reboxed back up. I'm still trying to find all the stuff in the kitchen cabinets where I put stuff. It's like, okay, where did I put the pasta? Where did I put the ketchup? Okay, silverware drawer. Oh yeah, over there. Anybody that's moved into a new house ever have the same problem? Let's see, plates and glasses I put up there. You know, just deciding in the first place, where's the best place to put stuff, then remembering where the heck you put them. Bob will be asking me, Lisa, where's this? Lisa, where's that? Where'd you put the Lysol wipes? Oh, on the shelf above the sink. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. The other night, I was looking and looking and looking for the cat food for the poor cats. I couldn't find the cat food bin anywhere. I had put it when I set it down. I kept it by the back door because they have like a breezeway coming into the house by the back door. But that's where Bob put their big litter box, and so the cat food was kind of in the way, so he had moved it. And I know he told me where he was moving it to, but you think I could remember that? No. So cats didn't starve, of course. They didn't have to get fed that night. So I asked Bob the next day. Well, here he had moved it into where he is, his temporary bedroom. So I couldn't have really got at it anyhow because he was in bed already. So, yeah, they didn't starve, like I said. Most cats, you know, they don't free range anyhow. You know, probably, I mean, you probably shouldn't be doing that anyhow. But I do. It's just their hard food anyhow. And once in a while they get a treat with some soft food. But typically it's just hard food they get. But yeah, so it's like, gosh, where is that? Where is that? So I really have no idea how long this color and chat was because I paused it there for a little bit. So I didn't see how long that first clip was, but I think it is a long enough color and chat. Again, I know this was only about one subject, so. And it will be my last color and chat for a few weeks again. But I am pre-recording a number of videos after this, so I will have enough videos to put up throughout next week. So it'll just be the following, let's see, if I don't record next, yeah, it'll be like a good couple weeks then before you'll see any more from me. Unless I somehow manage to squeeze one in, because I have a number of things coming for review and flip through, so I might try to squeeze one in here and there. But Of course, after next Wednesday, it's going to be a little bit before I am able to record, so we'll see. We shall see what happens. Take it day by day. Then it's Jaden's birthday next weekend, and Heather's having a party for him on Sunday, and I told her, I says, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to feel yet on Sunday. So that's another thing. I'll just have to take it day by day, see how I feel. So, yeah. Okay, I am going to leave it there. Can't really tell too much what it is yet. It does look like we have a couple of well, this one especially looks kind of like a ghoulish face, but kind of hard to tell, right? That's what's so fun about these mystery mosaic pictures. I love it. Between these and like the Belba families, you know, all the mystery type of books. Yeah, I love them. So let's zoom it back out. All right, that's where we are right now. I will be finishing this off camera. I really am trying to get in the habit of posting on Instagram. I'm just not used to that. So, or, you know, if you message me on Instagram and I don't get back to you, I promise you I'm not ignoring you. I am just not used to that routine of going into Instagram. And I don't hardly ever go on Facebook anymore. I do have an account over there yet. And if you message me on Facebook, there's another place. It's probably going to take me a while to get back to you. So again, I apologize. I'm going to work at getting on Instagram more. Probably not going to happen in the next few weeks, but I'm going to try. I'm going to hopefully post this on Instagram, okay, when it's done. So again, this one was from Spooky Halloween, colored by Number Mosaics by Prachi Dewan Sachdeva. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this color and chat and little update on the moving that's going on in my life. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. And as always, happy coloring. Bye, guys.